Hello, everybody out there in the music community. This is Mike or Soldier777 coming at you. I figured to show you a video regarding this is going to be a special 50th anniversary or updated collection of one of my favorite bands, which is known as Petra. Now, as you may know, Petra was formed in 1972, and this being 50 years. Even though Petra sort of had a retirement or some sort of a hiatus in the mid 2000s, there's been various reincarnations of Petra's been happening since then. So as of right now, as of 1972 to 2022, this is sort of the 50th anniversary of the band Petra. So what I'm going to do is show you my Petra collection, some thoughts and highlights, and I'm start off with my cassette collection. Starting off, so let's get right to it. So here we have. I have one cassette from the band Petra. I've had others, but I've no longer have them. Here is Capture Time and Space, which is came out in 1986. It's a live album during time which Greg Volz was leading the band, and John Slitz was joining the band in that period. So this is 1986, Capture Time and Space. Reason why I kept this was because there's different versions of the live album on different formats. That's why I kept this. Also, I have Remembrance, which is the 15 years of celebration of Petra, or 15, 16 years, that range. And this has two cassettes and a booklet. So here's Remembrance, the cassettes here. There's also a CD version of it as well. And here's the booklet, which I showed in previous video. We showed different highlights of the band, different write-ups and different features, and other things as well. So this goes through the entire, all their albums from the first one in 74 up until and including the album they had at the time, which is called On Fire, which is featured here. So there you have it. And I believe it has Capture Time and Space. Yeah, it does. Also has Capture Time and Space as well. So it's all their albums from 1974 up until including On Fire of 1988. So there you have it. It's called Remembrance, and it's called 15 Years of Rock from 1972 to 1988. There you have it. Okay, so let's get to the records. So here we have Petra. The first album came out in 1974. And this is the A&M reissue version, which came out, I believe they were reissued in 1991 as well. So this is their first album. And this is more Southern rock. This is more sort of has a vibe of Lynyrd Skynyrd, that kind of Southern rock style as well. And so this has, here's the back of it there. It has no lyric insert with this version, because the version I got was sealed. So this one must never came with lyric insert. But there you have it. So that kind of thing. That's the first album, 1974 self-titled album. Now I don't have Come and Join Us on vinyl. The reason why I don't is because I'm wondering if that's going to be reissued in the future by other retailers. So I'm not going to get Come and Join Us, the original version, whereas it may be reissued. So that's why you can get that. Also, I have not Come and Join Us. Watch the Wire Then. This original Star Song pressing, which came out in 1979, and a lot of great songs in this one, such as there's a couple would be Taste and See and Magic Words. That's two of the good songs in this album, and Yahweh Love. This is the original version, Star Song Records, and here's the back of it here, and it's in near mint condition, very good near mint. Here is the back of it here. There you have it. Here's the front of it there. And of course, got the Star Song label there. There you have it. So, really good album. This is more of a... Petra albums are mostly like rock, hard rock. This is more of a adult contemporary style of album. There you have it. And also we have More Power to You. Never Say Die, which came out in 1981. This is their fourth album. I won't take this out because this was done on my last video. So this is Never Say Die, which came out in 1981. there you have it. So next one is More Power to Ya, which is probably my favorite Petra album of the Greg's Volts order or era, or in the era from 74 to 85, 84. This is probably my favorite Petra album. More Power to Ya. You guys all know this one. This is on a blue Girder Records reissue. I won't talk about this any further because you all know this album. Here we have Now This World, which came out in 83. There you have it. I won't go into this detail because that was on my last video, so I want to keep this video short. Then we have the controversial Beat System as well. A lot of great songs on this one. My favorite being Computer Brains, It Is Finished, Adonai, and Speak to the Sky. They're the highlights of this album. Reason why I say controversial, because it's sort of split between the traditional Petra that we all know and love from the early 80s, and has sort of a new wave elements of this album, which emphasize a lot of keyboards and keyboard programming. The fans, I think this has sort of high reviews from some fans and every reviews from other fans, because I guess some fans prefer the hard rock style that they know and love, whereas others liked it because of the new sound. So I'm kind of in the middle. I do think it's a good album. I'll rank this more of a 7 out of 10, being that there are actual 7 songs on there that I think is really good. But like many fans, I do prefer the classic rock style. There you have it. Here's the Captain Thomas Space on vinyl. This is an A&M pressing as well. A lot of good songs in this one. This features the 4 albums before this one. Never Say Die, More Power to You, Now This World, Beat System. That's from the Beat System tour, Petra Captain Thomas Space, which came out in 1986. Here we have Back to the Street, which is the first album featuring new singer John Slitch. And this is the Girder album, Girder Music reissue. There you have it. Great album. And here we have another album, the second album from John Slitch, which is This Means War. And Petra from Back to the Street to this one tended to migrate more towards a heavy rock or hard rock style, reminiscent of bands like Bon Jovi and probably Journey. I showed this in a previous video, but just to reiterate, this has a green vinyl, which is very nice. So there you have it. Very good album. Some great songs. I think probably the better songs in this one is probably He Came and Saw I Conquered is one good song. Kanaya, All the King's Horses, Yama Rock. They're probably some of the good songs in this album. There you have it, Petra. This Means War, came out in 87. And the last one, of course, I have on record, on vinyl, is On Fire. And it's probably one of my favorite Petra albums as well. And this is the last album he put under a Star Song record label. All the rest of their albums some of their albums after this point, they were signed to Word Records. So this is the last one on the Star Song label. There you have it. And this is a Girder Records reissue as well. Girder Music. Just 1 second, I gotta pull up my videos. So here we have my videos. Here is your Wake Up Call video collection on VHS. Now, I don't have a VHS player, but this is a compilation between songs from Wake Up Call, Beyond Belief, and Unseen Power. It's a compilation video. There you have it. And also we have Petra Revival, which features the songs from their album Revival, and plus some other interviews and outtakes, that kind of thing. And here we have their live album, Farewell, which is their sort of was a reunion cut type of album, which they had John Lowry and Greg Voltz joining on a couple songs on this album. And this is sort of a retirement album where after this point, that version of the band, as you all know, retired. So, but as I said before, that there's various incarnations of Petra happened since this point in time. So Petra, farewell. Okay, let's get to the CDs. So here we have, so as I said before, here is, now I'm only going to show any albums with the band Petra in it. And I'm not going to show any albums from other various versions that the band members were involved in, like Union Sinner Saints. I'm not going to show that, or any solo albums. I'm only going to show the versions of the band with the name Petra in it. So let's get straight to it. So here we have Petra, 1974 album. There you have it. And self-titled. Great songs in this one. Walking in the Light. Get Back to the Bible. What else? Walking in the Light. Get Back to the Bible. Wake Up. Backsliding Blues. Some great tunes in this one. There you have it. Here we have Come and Join Us. These, and by the way, the first two are original or reissued Word Records versions, by the way. Great albums. Every song in this one's good. God Gave Rock and Roll to You. Sally. You'll Sure You Die. Come and Join Us. Where Can I Go? Woman Don't You Know. God Gave Rock and Roll to You. Reprise. A lot of great tunes in this one. These next ones I'm going to show are the Girder Records reissues. There you have it. These are all the Girder Records versions in their entirety. So let's get right to it. And I already showed this in previous videos. Here we have Come and Join Us, which came out in '79. And this is the first time that, because when this one came out with Now This World, they were on a one CD, and certain songs this was taken off because CD couldn't hold all 20 songs, which is 10 songs for each album. It was the first time this was released on a single CD by itself. This is Petra Come and Join Us, which came out in '79. There you have it. This is Petra Never Say Die, which came out in '81. It was also Girder Records reissue. There you have it. Here is More Power to You, which also came out in 1982. It's probably one of my favorite Petra albums, or at least during the '74 to '85 period. This is probably my favorite Petra album. But then again, there's a toss between this one and Now This World. Both are great albums. Here we have Now This World, which came out in '83. I should be showing the back of these. So there you have it. Here is Beat the System. There you have it. And as you may know too, on prior version of Beat the System with Star Song, it didn't have the name of the band, or the title, which, you know, should have a name band title on the front cover, right? But this one does, from Girder Records, which I think is a great move. That way you can tell people what it is. There you have it. Here we have Captain Thomas Space. There you have it on CD, and also it's on video. So they did a double disc. The first one being the actual album on audio, and the second one being the actual album on video. And as I said before, if you take the CD, the video, and the vinyl and the cassette, both has slight differences in the format and what was left out, what was left on as well. So there you have it. And here is Petra Back to Street, the Girder Records reissue. Here is This Means War, which came out in '87. And here's On Fire, which came out in '88. There you have it. So now this covers the first period of, the early period of Petra from '74 to '88. And the next one's going to show the Word Records and beyond rendition of Petra. Let's get right to it. So here we have Petra signed Word Records, and they put their first praise album called Petra Praise Rock Cries Out. Came out in '89. A lot of great tunes in this one. I Love the Lord, King of Kings, Bell Belongs to the Lord, great tune. I Will Call Upon the Lord, great tune. So great album. Here we have Beyond Belief. It was a lot of fans' favorite. This is the first album to win gold, by the way. Certified gold, which is pretty good. Great songs. Some great songs I think is great is Creed, Beyond Belief. Underground, Seen Not Heard, What's in the Name. That's some of the great tunes in this album. So there you have it. Here we have Petra Unseen Power, Commit 91. This is the first album, by the way, I got on CD for Christmas, by the way, and this is the actual CD. So I have this for all these years since December 91. Great tunes. Destiny, I Need to Hear From You is a great tune. Dance, Sight Unseen, Hey World. That's some of the great tunes in this album. Great album. Here we have Petra, Wake Up Call. Another great album, which came in under Word Records. This was a departure from the John D. Elefante produced albums. They got Brown Bannister to produce this album. It's more of a rawer, grassroots sound. Good highlights in this one is Midnight Oil, Good News, Praying Man. He's Been in My Shoes is more of a slow ballad, slow rocker. So I got the slide guitar, which is a pretty good tune too. Underneath the Blood, Sleeping Giant, and Just Reach Out. There's some of the good songs in this one. There you have it. Now, after this album, Bob Hartman decided to stop touring to tend to his son's educational needs, I believe. So they had a touring guitarist for the band after this point in time. So the first album featured a touring guitarist, or it was No Doubt, Commit 95. And some good tunes in this one. Enter In, Think Twice, Heart of a Hero's good hard rocker. What else? And Think on These Things. Think of These Things sort of has that classic early 80s rock vibe. Think of These Things. That's what it reminds me of. Even though it's put mid-90s, got that, like, it's a throwback song. They could have put on Think of These Things on an earlier album, like More Power to You or Back to Street. It's got that kind of vibe to it. There you have it. And this is the version of Petra's I sort of, I'm not into as much, but it has some good songs. Because after 95 kind of went a little downhill, in my opinion, but still has some good songs. So here is Petra Praise 2, We Need Jesus. It's got some praise tunes on this. And think Be of Good Cheer is a good tune. Holiest Name is a good tune. Ancient of Days. They're the ones that sort of got a thing is called, I haven't heard this in a while, so I kind of hard to remember which songs are good, but Ancient of Days sort of has a classic rock vibe to it. Also has a melody, which I think was pretty good. It's called Only by Grace, To Him Sits on the Throne, and You Are Holy. It's got a melody, and sort of got that, got a good vibe for that chorus. There you have it. But Petra, We Need Jesus. Oh, We Need Jesus also features Lou Gramm and Foreigner as well, which I thought was pretty cool. I think Lou Gramm Foreigner is a Christian, or was a Christian at the time, so great to have a well-known vocalist on this as well, singing backup. There you have it. And I think, oh, never mind, won't go into it. Never mind. Here we have Petra, God Fixation. This also has it's sort of a grassroots classic rock vibe, raw rock vibe, but it didn't come across me as good as their albums from early 90s and back. But it has some decent tunes. I think the best song in the album is probably Synagazine Piers. That's a good tune. If you want to listen to that tune, go back and listen to it. It's a good tune. There you have it. This is called Double Take. It features the acoustic version of their songs from years gone by, such as Judas Kiss, Coloring Song, Dance, Beyond Belief, Longing. Longing is a new tune. It Came, You Saw, It Conquered. At this point in time, Petra's having contractual issues with Word Records. Ron reading about John Slitch articles back during that time. I think Word Records weren't promoting them as much as they were to younger artists like Audio Dreamline, other artists under a Word label. But this was the last album under Word Records. There you have it. Petra decided to put another praise-oriented album. So technically, it's probably be a third one called Petra Revival, which features songs they wrote themselves, 3 or 4 songs, plus other songs or other praise courses. So there you have it. Petra Revival came in 2001. And here we have the next album from Petra called Jacqueline Hyde. This is more of a hard rock metal album. A lot of fans like this album. The only difference is that it was more of a modern hard rock metal style, and it didn't have any guitar solos. Um, it's an okay album. I'm not a big fan of it, but it does have some good songs such as Sacred Trust and Jacqueline Hyde. Both are good tunes. The title track. There you have it. This and now this is part. This is a live album from Petra, the second one. This is called Farewell. Um, as I said before, from showing the DVD, did feature did feature John Lowry on keyboards and Greg Volz on vocals. So there you have it. Here's the background, the back cover. Very cool. Very nice cover in the front there. It features songs throughout the years since. Let me see what this features. Um, it is finished from Beat System. There's a melody that includes that song. I want to see what the earliest song that features from back in their history. Rose Color Stained Glass Windows. That was our melody that was featured on the album. So it looks like they went from 82 up till current 2003 during that 20-year period. So it spans about 20 years of Petra's music on this one live album, which is pretty cool. So there you have it. Then we have sort of another praise album, which featured John Slitch and Bob Hartman, called Two Guys from Petra, which is pretty much all standard praise albums. This came out in 2007. So basically, this is the first meanings of Petra. This came out in 2005. I'll give you a timestamp here, 2005. So this is pretty much the last traditional Petra album, as we all know, with this live album. So then we got Two Guys from Petra, which came out in 2007. It's all praise tunes. There's a back cover of it here, and it features the only song it features from the history. It's Judas Kiss, a live version of Judas Kiss, which is pretty cool, and so it's pretty cool. So there you have it. I'm not sure how rare this album is to buy, but I don't listen to a whole lot. But I'm glad to have it in my collection. I actually, Now It's Time to Worship is a great tune. I do like that praise tune as well. So there you have it. Now, then we get into a classic Petra, the classic Petra, classic version Petra. That is starting around 2010 up to current as well. So this is pretty much the umbrella Petra is on right now, if you want to have a timestamp. So here's Petra, Back to the Rock, and here is my version. I know other versions got a different back cover, got a live picture of the band here. My version has this picture of the band here, which was quite nice. This has Beam Seat, Clean, Angel of Light, Rose Color Stained Glass Windows, God Pleaser, Second Wind, More Power to It, Living That Has Breath, Grave Robber, Adonai, and it contains two unreleased tracks, Back to Rock and A Big Fall. Back to Rock, I think, was on Greg's Volts album, one of his more recent ones before he decided to do this as well. So, but for Petra, these are newer songs for Petra, Back to Rock and Too Big to Fall. There you have it. Also, they put a live version of Back to the Rock, which I also have on DVD as well. So this is Back to Rock live, and I forgot to bring that as well. Here we go. Classic Petra, Back to the Rock live. So here you have it, and this is my version here. There you have it. Comes a little insert here. So, and this is the CD version as well. There you have it. So I think the other versions of Back to the Rock that I mentioned here that has this picture, I think other versions had sort of like a picture similar to this one. There you have it. Of their Back to the Rock studio album. There you have it. So, and then we have, so this came out in 2010, 2011. This one came out around 2011, 2012. And then this one came out, this is called Back to Rock 2, or CPR. I think it means Classic Petra Revised or Revival. So here we have Back to the Rock 2, which came out in 2017. And it has Hollow Eyes, The Coloring Song, Now This World, Judas Kiss, Beat System, For Annie, All Over Me, Praise You Lord, and It's Finished. Also has Dream On, which is an Aerosmith cover, which was originally on a Greg's Vault solo album. He put in '88 called Alchemic Fighting. Dream On was originally an Aerosmith tune. If you ever had Petra or CPR, Back to Rock 2. So there you have it, folks. That's my tribute to Petra, one of my favorite bands. Now, when I first got into Christian rock, hard rock, and metal, the first group of bands I got into in '85 of that style of music was Petra, Daniel Band, Jerusalem, Striper, and Res Band. So my history of Petra goes back a long ways from '85 to current. Because in '85, the first cassette or album I bought from Petra was actually this album, Capture Time and Space. And I went back and listened to the other cassettes from my friends. I taped them off. I never had originals until I bought them on CD, the original versions on Star Song Records, back around 2000. No, actually, no, I did buy them on cassette. The albums before this, around 1990-91 period. I did buy them on cassette before. Then I eventually bought their Star Song version on CD. Then I sold those off and bought the Gerda records on CD ones before this. So there you have it. That's my history of Petra. And if I were to rank my bands, number 1 be Striper, number 2 would be Untitled Chapter, and number 3 or 4 would be Saint or Petra. It's just sort of like a toss-up between Saint and Petra. I do like Saint. They're an awesome band. But Petra sort of has that place in my heart where they're one of the first bands I got into. I love their music in the 80s. So it's kind of a toss-up there between Saint and Petra. I'm leaning towards Saint being number 3 and Petra being number 4. But like I said, it's a toss-up as well. So anyway, folks, that's my video. Y'all have a great day and stay heavy. Sounds 150. Bye now.